Daryl was so convincing, and that he had all of those people believing that he was the one that was the victim. And
Oh,
that's
yeah.
how a narcissist is. They're always the victim. Everybody's done them wrong. And in his own words, everybody did me dirty. Um, and really flip it the other way. He's doing everyone else wrong, but he was so convincing and such a professional con artist that he had all of these people eating out of his hands.
Yeah, you had an investigator on the case that had only been there about 18 months, you say. And some of the things that were done, I was just because, I've adopted my kids. They had been abused, and I know the system quite a bit actually. And they interviewed Daryl's family in a group. I mean, I had never even heard of that before. They didn't even talk to you, and they didn't even talk to Rylan. And some of the things, like, okay, the investigator said that he felt that there was no sign of sexual abuse because the abuser denied it. Because the abuser denied it. I'll tell you what, I have never met an abuser that says, yep, I did it.
It's absurd. It's absolutely absurd. There is a process that you are supposed to follow as an investigator when there are claims of
Yes.
abuse. And he literally didn't do any of them. He put the entire family and every single person that had been accused of any type of abuse in their living room and asked them point blank, "Did you abuse these children? These are the nicest people ever. They would never do something like that." They said no, and he closed his case and moved on. Like literally absurd. I mean, did not do his job in any way, shape, or form.
I can't even imagine that. There, like I said, nobody's going to admit it. And your son even named who was doing things to him, still nothing.
Nothing.
And but they show up at your mom's house when there was a bruise. Unexpectedly, they just show up, you know? So I mean, there was such a difference in the way you were handled and the way he was handled all the way through this. They even had a case not open at all because the caseworker forgot to open it. So it went investigated for a really long time. And you kind of touched on this earlier, how counties, because there were things going on in different counties, and they weren't talking to each other.